So, folks, welcome to this episode of the Entrepreneur's Rumble. The Entrepreneur's Rumble, as the name suggests, is for people who are entrepreneurs or teaching others to become entrepreneurs. So, welcome to the show, Vigneswari.
Thank you so much, Madhav.
So, Vigneswari Abraham is the name. I got it right. And you are what you loosely said as a prosperity coach.
Yes, prosperity coach.
Wow, I love that word, prosperity. So, am I to assume that you teach people how to become prosperous or how to handle life after you become prosperous?
I teach them how to make money.
Simple language.
Simple language.
Okay. And you started off by being a coach yourself, or you are part of an organization that goes to coach people? How does it work?
So I began my career as a paramedical technician. Then I moved into medical transcription. I have my own medical transcription company, which my husband is taking care of right now. Then I moved into training and development. So somewhere training and development, I felt I wanted to do much more beyond training people just for one day. So I wanted to see them transform. I wanted to know what is happening after the training. So that is where I started working with people one-on-one and in groups for a much longer time.
Was this inspired by CMC itself in Vellore? Did they do things like this to you and then you took the idea forward?
No, nothing like that. So it's
just
like
hit you bang in the middle of the night?
Yes.
So I got to teach.
I got to teach.
Okay, good.
So when I was into my medical transcription business, it was like 10 plus years. So I was like going flat, and I wanted to ask myself what next, what else, what more. So that led me into training and development. So once again in training and development, as I told you, I wanted to work with people for a longer time. I wanted to know what is happening. I wanted to see them transform. So until then, I haven't heard about the word coaching. So a friend of mine introduced me to coaching. And once I started coaching, I felt like this is what I wanted to do.
And you entered in this because you got coached under someone else? No.
So as I told you,
these are truly unique. I mean, get into coaching yourself without being coached yourself is quite startling.
Yes.
Okay, so how did that? How did it manifest itself right in the beginning? Your urge to coach. You actually went and found somebody to teach, or they came to you?
So I was in a networking forum then when I was doing my coaching certification. I did my life coach certification, and I just started the certification, and I asked a group of people like, can I coach you for 45 minutes? So a free session, and surprisingly at the end of the very first session I did, the person asked me, how can I work with you?
Wow.
So that
the certification, where does the certification come from? Who teaches you?
I did it in a place called Symbiosis. So Symbiosis, it's a life coach
Pune?
Certification. Yes.
Is that the Symbiosis Pune?
But it's an online course.
Oh, it's an online
course. So I took it online.
Okay.
But as I told you, even before I started the certification, like just 1 month into the certification, it was a 6-month course. So just 1 month into the certification, I signed up my very first client because they asked, how can I work with you?
Oh, wow. So you obviously impressed them. So do you go there telling them that, listen, this is basically what I'm going to do for you, or you will let them come and express themselves? So
the first thing is I have a conversation with them. So I call it as a discovery call or as a breakthrough session, just getting to know what is it that they want. So either in terms of their business or career or money, what is it that they want? So once they tell me what is it that they want, then the next question would be, what is it that is stopping you? So more than what is that is going to get you there, we want to know what is stopping you. So that is the challenges. So I get it out there in the open.
That presupposes the question that they know what they want, but they don't know how to do it.
The thing is that we don't take time for ourselves to really introspect and come up with these answers. But when as a coach, when I ask them the right questions, they open up. Sometimes
I guess it's like going to school. You better go to school. Your teacher gives you more proper instruction rather than trying to find everything yourself.
So more than instruction, it's asking the right question. As a coach, I ask the right questions. So when I ask them and I have a conversation with them, they come out with their challenges. So I make a note of it, then I see what is it that is actually stopping them. Most of the time, the challenges that people come up with is the doing aspect. I don't have the right resources. I want more money. Probably if I had more money. These are all the challenges at this state. Or the competition. So these are all doing aspects. But the actual challenge is the being aspect. So being, when I say it's being, it's about your beliefs, the beliefs that you have. Yes. Conscious beliefs and most of them unconscious beliefs, which we picked up from our childhood, and we have been socially conditioned with some beliefs. So beliefs and the thoughts that we that we think any given day.
Now, if I were to ask you offhand, tell me one that they generally come out with and say, hey, this is my problem, or which you figure out is their problem. What would it be?
As I told you, normally people come out saying that I don't have the right people.
And money, as you said.
Yeah, money. That's the first thing that they come up with. If I have money, I ask them, what can you do?
How about support? I don't have support from my family, my this, my
Yes,
that.
exactly. So all these. So it's all about something on the outside. They forget about themselves, something that's going on.
So they think they are perfect and everybody else is wrong.
Out of 10 people, one will come and say, the problem is with me.
Oh,
So I will
he
say,
must have escaped from a lunatic asylum. That was
so
the odd one.
I'll tell this person, wow, that's good. So you have sorted out the problem. Now let's see what can we do. But
Okay.
others, I'll have to start from basics, saying that.
And they start like this, saying, I'm not supported here, my boss is lousy, I have no interest
So mostly
in my
since
job.
I'm working with entrepreneurs, freelancers, self-employed or business owners, they start with saying that I probably am not putting in much effort, or I'm putting in much effort but I don't know what is happening.
So
And
they've
I
already
don't-
done a little self-analysis.
Of course, most of them have been in the business for 3 to 5 plus years, some in the business for 15 years, but still not able to figure out what's happening.
Okay.
So that happens.
Is it industry specific, the kind of help you give, or is it doesn't matter
Across,
at all?
it doesn't matter. My success formula that I work with is 85% is your being.
Okay.
And 15% is inspired action. It's not even action, it's inspired action.
Okay.
So 85% is your beliefs, your thoughts that you have on any given day, and the feelings that you put out into this world. And 15% is action.
You mean that is a major contributor to your success or
Yes,
failure?
yes.
Those three things you said.
Those 3 things, it contributes to the success of everyone. So if we can understand that.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter which industry they are in. So the belief systems are the same, thoughts that we put out are the same.
But some of this is like almost philosophy, obtuse thinking. Do people absorb these things straight away?
Yes, it's actually how to make things simple. We have complicated things too much by focusing on doing aspects, saying that probably I should do this, I should do that, I should have a website, I should print cards, I should go network with people, I should meet a lot of people.
And you don't think these are necessary?
It's necessary, but only after being aligned with your goal. So when I say aligned, your belief should be aligned with your goal, your thought should be aligned with
The
your goal.
capabilities, how about that?
Capabilities come next.
Okay, so we're not assessing capabilities in the beginning.
We are not assessing capabilities. Each and everyone is capable of doing it.
Okay.
So as an entrepreneur, you can do it yourself, or you can find a person who does it for you.
So the idea of the entrepreneur is of no consequence. You don't even care for it.
Yeah.
It's just whether can he achieve it and how to achieve it.
How to achieve it.
That's
What is
you-
necessary to achieve it.
Okay. And most of the time these are just sort of transformational, personal transformation.
Yes.
Is that
Yes. Shift yourself on the inside to see everything shift on the outside. That's my thing. So
Go-
transform yourself. That's the easiest thing that you can do. But somehow people find it very difficult.
I mean, maybe easy, but I
See,
think that requires some serious thinking.
The thing is that we don't want easy solutions. We want to complicate things.
All right, so let's see if that's really true, that if we like to complicate things, we'll find out. So when you said people make things needlessly complex, how do they do? Why should anybody make things complex when they don't need to? You said that's an automatic thing?
The first thing is we are not even aware of it. We are always looking for answers on the outside. So I'm expecting that probably if I have that, I can be whoever I want to be. Probably if I do that. So it's always about having, doing, rather than focusing on the being.
Okay.
So which is easier. So if I can transform myself, I can see the
So
changes
somebody
on the
who's
outside.
got a problem, let's say with money.
Okay.
Okay, that's a regular problem everybody has.
Okay.
Maybe in his own company he doesn't have the money to expand. How
Okay.
would something like what you do help him overcome that?
The first thing is, what is your relationship with money? That is where I start. So there is a sequence. Like I said, beliefs lead to thoughts lead to feelings lead to actions, and action leads to results. This is the sequence. There is
Okay.
nothing else. Nothing else to it.
One follows the other.
One follows the other. So the best thing I start with is I change your feelings. Why feelings? Because when feelings change, you take a different set of actions. Let me give you an example. When you're feeling worried, when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling anxious, what would be the kind of action that you would be taking that particular day?
I don't know. I can't think of a situation. If I was in business, maybe I could. But
Okay.
tell me what.
But it will be an action which will not get you the
Something
results
negative.
something negative. But put yourself in a place where you feel happy, you're feeling thankful for what you have, you're feeling appreciative, joy, and what kind of action you will take that day. So the first thing that I look at when a person wants to change their money situation is, I ask them, what is your relationship with money? What is the vibration? So different words, but feelings, vibration, or relationship with money. What is it right now? So it's usually worry, fear, anxiety,
yes.
Sometimes guilt if they have lost a lot of money.
That's true.
If they have huge debts, so guilt and frustration, desperation, these are all not very good feelings.
Okay. So how do you transform that?
I work with them. I give them tools, techniques, and strategies to put themselves in a place where even if my bank balance is zero, even if my debts are like huge, once again, money is just a number. It's only the perception that we give to that number.
Okay.
To give you an example, I recently met a person who had 12 crores of debt.
Okay.
And he's into real estate. He was like, ma'am, I'm sure I can get it cleared this year. So he was like, I can get it done. So that is the perception that he has about 12 crores.
Wow.
But another person, 12 lakhs of debt, he's like
overpowered,
overwhelmed. He's saying, I can't think of anything else. Can you give me tools and techniques to just redirect my thoughts? On any given day, I'm only worried about money. So it's not about the number. It's about our feelings, our relationship with money.
That's true.
So somehow we have been socially conditioned to operate from worry.
But isn't it healthy to be worried when you go around borrowing and then running up debts like crazy?
If you want to be in the same position, stuck, please worry. Otherwise,
think of solutions.
Ask what else can be done. So that will give you a different set of results rather than worrying about not having enough money. So the biggest block that one can have is worrying, operating from a place. Your feelings, having negative feelings towards money is the biggest block.
Okay. So when you are in a situation where you don't have money or you're looking to raise some money,
yeah,
and you don't know where to go,
yes.
What's the kind of help you offer them at that point? Is it to understand the banking system better, or how to rotate your money faster? What is it that you would be telling them at that point?
So the first thing I will ask them is, shift your feelings towards money. Right now, what is it? What is the problem? So what is the situation? It's not a problem.
Okay.
There is a situation.
Yes.
The situation is, I have some expenses coming up,
Yeah.
or I have some payments to make, and I don't have money. That's a situation.
Yeah.
Now you can handle the situation in two different ways. You can ask, oh my God, why is this happening to me? What am I going to do now? That is going to put you in a place of fear, anxiety, worry.
Yes.
And what will you attract more of? You will attract more of even payments which are due will get delayed. That is what happens. Then you're wondering, oh my God, what happened? I prayed and I still didn't get the money. But the problem is, I tell people, imagine God or the universe, whichever language you use, as an alien. And he doesn't understand your language. You speak in English, you speak in Tamil, or you speak in Hindi, Telugu, Malayalam, it doesn't matter. The only language that God can understand is feelings or your vibrations. So God sees, okay, Madhav, you're feeling happy, then I am assuming that you want more of happiness. Let me send people into your life, let me send events into your life which will make you even more happier.
So you're more of a positive thinking.
See, thinking is different, vibrating is different.
Okay.
So people somehow they have mistaken the word positive thinking. I see lots and lots of positive thinkers. They keep telling, I think positively. I'm asking, are you vibrating positively? There is a huge difference.
Okay.
Because thinking is different, feeling is different. So you can say, I'm thinking, I'm hopeful that things are going to change.
Thinking is only just for you, and when you do the vibrating, it affects other people. Is that the way it is?
It affects you, it affects your family, it affects everyone. So people can sense it.
Okay.
You can feel, the thing is that we are always focused on the doing because we see some rich people or we see successful people and we see what is it that they are doing. Because that's what is obvious, that is what we can see.
That's true. And you like a piece of that knowledge that they seem to have, which keeps them happy.
Yes.
You want to find out
but
how do they do it.
But it's not about their knowledge or about their doing. It's about their being. Something about them which we cannot see. So being is something which we cannot see. Okay. So that is what is
So when you meet people as a trainer, do you instantly sense what is the problem with them, or do you still have to wait for it till it comes out when they talk?
As of now, they have to tell me.
Yeah, so, you don't see them and sense that there is a problem.
Sometimes even you can sense it. So you go into a place, you see a person, you like that person.
Yes.
You go into a place, you see a person, you don't like that person.
Correct.
So how do we come to that conclusion? Because we can feel those vibrations, as you can, as they call it, vibes.
Yes.
So if I have to use the right term, vibes.
Correct. Yeah.
So the same applies to a place. You go into a place, you feel good about that place, and for no reason you cannot explain it.
Okay.
So sometimes I definitely can
Yes,
sense
so
it.
you kind of sense it in the air.
You can sense it. Like suddenly you feel like I want.
So do you coach people to not feel that way? I mean, can you actually coach somebody to say, don't exude unhappiness, don't exude these negative vibes?
So once again, the usage of words, I will never say don't do that. I'll say what they want to do.
All right.
But once again, I will not tell them. They have to ask, because they should.
So you're just leading them down through examples and suggestions, so they conclude what you want them to conclude.
As I told you, people get to meet me first or hear about me first.
Okay.
Then they get to know what I do. Then they see if it's a right fit for them, and they start working with me.
Okay. So let me ask you, what exactly is the method of coaching that you use? Do you have folios or papers going out? Do they have to complete assignments, send it to you, and you tick it off and give the marks? Or does all that sort of thing happen like a normal course?
So there are three ways I go about it. One is I do one-on-one coaching.
Okay.
So one-on-one coaching is where it can be a 12-month program or it can be a 6-month program.
Okay.
So people get to work with me. So for review, if it is in Chennai, I meet them. Once I review them and I meet them in person and then have the review. Then the follow-up calls will be on Skype or phone calls. So that is the way I go about it.
All right.
And of course, they get their worksheets to do. I give them
So
tools.
there are these kind of things also, worksheets along with
Worksheets and
assignments to be.
mostly mine is like accountability form, implementation form.
Okay.
So say they have a set of things to do.
All
so
right.
end of the day they will check out.
Let's say, let me hear a sample of what would be the kind of things that you'd say you need to do next week before we talk again.
Say for example, tools and techniques. I would say practicing gratitude at night.
Oh.
And there are techniques like reviewing your goals every day. Every single day they review their goals.
Okay.
And to reprogram their belief system.
So now I understand why you have to pay money for it, because if you don't pay money, you won't do all these things.
Yeah, you don't do all these things.
Everything comes free, you just have to hell with it.
See, one thing is I give stuff free also. You can check out my YouTube videos, my blogs. The same thing which I teach, which people pay me for, I take it on also. So I just go ahead and do videos of it. And I can be 100% sure they will not do it.
Oh yeah.
So that they'll get back to me, because working with a coach, accountability comes in. I follow up with them every week or during our next call, asking them, have you done it?
Okay.
Have you implemented it? So to give you an example, yesterday a person said, I did it for 2 days, but other days I got caught up with something. There was something going on.
And they have some excuse anyway.
Some excuse. Then I had to reinforce. So reinforcement is a very important aspect of training and coaching.
Okay. And do you sort of track their progress, or can you visually see that he's changing as he goes along? Do you assess that yourself?
I ask them, so in the accountability form, there is a question, how have you shifted last week?
Okay.
So they come up with answers. Say for example, a person says, I received a payment which has been due for 5 years, 2.5 lakhs, it was stuck for 5 years and suddenly it came in. So it's a evidence that he has shifted on the inside.
Okay.
And there's another one where a person said, my daughter is coming and hugging me, which she hasn't done. So for the past 2 weeks, since I started the program, she's hugging me every single day.
All right.
So how does that happen? So shifts like this. So opportunities open up. So people say like previously I used to call people and ask for programs or ask for consultations, timings, and now they are calling me. And they are giving me programs and opportunities. So opportunities open up. You come up with an idea which you haven't thought about before. So these are all shifts. So there are shifts can happen in different ways. Ideas can come in, opportunities can open up, right people can come in, and money comes in. So ultimately everything happens.
Yeah. So I can see this will be a huge boost to their life once all these things actually do happen. You know.
And the best part is that it doesn't take a long time. So the maximum it takes is from in a group coaching program that I've seen so far is 3 weeks. So third week, everyone has a success story.
So since the group knows each other, they're also helping each other. And
yes.
pushing each other.
So what happens is when a person shares his or her success story and says that it happened because I've been practicing all the tools and techniques, because implementation is very important.
Okay.
So they go ahead and implement
and then
it.
you I suppose you create a bond between all the participants, and they also tend to help each other.
They tend to help each other, and one more thing is the bonding is there even after the program is over. So right now people from last year, they are in a WhatsApp group, they are on a Facebook forum, and they continue, they are in touch with me. So if at all a challenge crops up, they call me, and if at all there is a success story which happens, and they share it with me. I got this car, I've got a plot to build my home. I got a promotion. So it all happens. So even the dreams that they shared in the program.
So do you think people should take advice from you before they jump into anything, or let them have a little bit of knowledge and experience and then come to you for sharpening up their skills?
Advice in the sense, I didn't get you.
Yeah, like if somebody joins your course, you think they should join it before they even become an entrepreneur, or let them try and then come to you for further knowledge?
If they can take it before they become an entrepreneur, well and good, because you're starting. It's like asking, should school children be taught this? They have to be. They have to know about this, about their belief system, about their thoughts. Why not start at school level? Why not start at college level? Why wait for a person to fail and then teach them something?
So what you are saying, from what I understand, is good for anybody in any walk of life. Could be a government servant and benefit just as much with positivity and how to extract the best out of your workforce or your seniors or juniors or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be only for money making.
Yes, it doesn't necessarily have to be for money making, but for me personally, I have to talk to people and they should make some sense what I'm saying. So for me, the niche is money, like people who want to make money.
You latched on to that one little angle as where you could impart good training for people.
Yes.
So Vigneswari, it was lovely talking to you, and I really hope you go out there and help as many people as you can find.
Thank you so much.
And do you have to work hard at getting them, or do they just sort of flow in?
So it's like I meet them at networking events, or they come through my websites. Referrals mostly, people who have worked with me, they refer people. So social media, and people follow me for some time on Facebook. So,
that almost sounded like somebody was stalking you.
Yeah.
You said.
Yes.
Sounded a little scary.
So once a person had a conversation with me, I said, you're from Kerala, how did you get to know about me? I'm in Chennai. And this person said, I saw your video on YouTube, and from then on I've been following you on Facebook. I said, how many months? She said 6 months. It was like
it's a lady.
It's a lady.
All right.
So even then it felt creepy to me, saying that I've been following you for 6 months. But
So have you been an entrepreneur on your own, other than this venture that you are doing now?
Yes, as I shared with you, a medical transcription business.
Yeah.
So
is that still on?
Yes, it's still on, and it's right now my husband is running that.
Okay, so you incubated that and handed over to him.
Yes.
Okay, that proves whatever you're teaching is working.
Yes.
Because you have taken a lot out of your experience in doing that.
Yes.
Right, so thanks for coming.
Thank you so much,
and
Madhav.
Best of luck, and I hope you get thousands of people. We need them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.